mosaic of light. You can simply remain here, comfortable and quiet, and there's nothing at all you need to bother with now. And as you settle, you might begin to notice a kind of warmth beginning to gather somewhere inside you. Not quite in the chest, not quite in the hands, but somewhere, as though something that has always been present is only now beginning to be felt. You brought both of your minds here today, the front of your mind, i.e., and the back of your mind. And I want you to know, I'm really not concerned with whether your conscious mind is following along. Because the conscious mind doesn't always know how to trust what it already carries. But your unconscious mind, that deeper, wiser, infinitely creative part of you, already knows exactly what you are capable of. It has always known. It has been waiting, quite patiently, for you to arrive at this very moment. Imagine now a vast, cathedral-like hall, ancient, still, the kind of space that makes you feel upon entering that something significant happens here. The floor stretches out in every direction, cool and smooth and waiting. The light comes from somewhere you cannot quite name, golden and diffuse, the kind of light that makes everything it touches look as though it has already been chosen. And standing at the center is an artist, not a student, not a beginner wondering if they have the right, simply an artist, someone who has always been this, someone who perhaps forgot for a time, but who is now in this hall, in this light, remembering. Around them stretches a landscape of stone, thousands of tiny fragments, each catching the golden light in its own way, deep blue, luminous white, cracked earth brown, gold and amber, and a red so deep it is nearly violet. Each stone is a piece of experience, a memory, a fear carried longer than it needed to be, a moment of unexpected beauty, noticed and then almost forgotten, a hard year, a single second of pure, inexplicable joy. For a long time, the artist has been looking at these stones from a distance, wondering if they were enough. But now, something is different. Now, the artist walks in. They pick up the first stone and hold it in their palm. It is heavier than expected, a deep, bruised indigo, the color of something difficult that was survived. The conscious mind wants to set it aside, wants to find a prettier stone to begin with. But the hands already know. The hands understand what the conscious mind is still learning. That the difficult stones are not flaws in the mosaic. They are depth. They are what make the brighter stones sing. And so the artist places it down, not with effort, not with ceremony, simply allows it to rest. And something in the chest releases just slightly as they do. Stone by stone, the work begins. And here is what the conscious mind could never have predicted. The pattern begins to speak back. Each stone placed reveals something about where the next stone wants to go. not through thinking, not through planning, but through a kind of inner knowing that lives in the hands, in the breath, in that deep, quiet place behind thought, where creativity has always made its home. And you might notice, as you watch, or perhaps as you become the artist in some way that is difficult to describe, but easy to feel, that something has shifted entirely. There is no self-consciousness here, no voice asking, is this good enough? There is only the stone in the hand, the space on the floor, and the extraordinary intelligence of the creative act itself, moving through them like a current through water. This is what confidence actually is, not the loud, brittle certainty that insists it knows everything, but this quiet, rooted trust in what the hands already know, trust in what the eyes can see when they are not clouded by judgment, trust in the process itself. Even when, especially when the larger pattern is not yet visible, and your own creative mind can settle into that same quality of trust now. There is a moment when the artist steps back and lets their gaze go soft, not looking at any single stone, but letting the whole field enter their vision at once. And from here, from this slightly wider, quieter place, they can see what the anxious close-up view could never reveal. What looked like chaos at the center is the heart of it. It is where all the energy lives. What looked like a mistake was the secret, and something inside the artist settles deeply, permanently, into a new understanding. The places that feel uncertain in the work are not signs that the work is failing. They are signs that the work is alive. As the artist stands at last before the finished mosaic, the hall grows very still. It stretches across the entire floor, vast and breathing, dark stones beside bright ones, smooth beside cracked, colors that clash and colors that dissolve into one another like one long exhale. It is, in every sense, whole, and in this stillness, the understanding arrives. Every piece of experience, every difficulty and delight, every false start, every stone carried without knowing why. It all belonged, and you can feel that same understanding moving through you now, settling into the body the way warmth settles, slowly, completely. Every experience you have had, every hard thing and beautiful thing and unresolved thing, every stone you carry, it all belongs to the mosaic that only you can make. You are an artist. You have always been an artist. And what you carry inside you is worth everything. Every stone you carry, it all belongs to the mosaic that only you can